In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how this videographer went from $5,000 a month to $75,000 a month in just 5 months. And that sounds like a massive jump, but that jump took massive action, and I broke it down to 3 very clear, actionable steps that you can follow to get results just like this. His name is Reyes. He's an absolute legend. This was us on our Costa Rica mastermind. So let's dive into exactly how he did it. So first things first, he came in hot. Literally within his first 4 days of fixing his offer and dialing in this system that I'm going to break down for you, he closed a $10,000 deal. And not only that, he's helped his clients get tremendous results and close massive jobs using this exact system. And we even have a case study video on my YouTube, and I heard so many great things from you about how awesome that video was. And so I decided to break it down even into more clear steps. That way you could actually follow this and get results in 2026. And so here's the thing. He implemented a business in a box, meaning we fixed 3 massive problems in his video business that were holding him back. And most videographers are dealing with the same 3 problems. I'm going to give you the exact problem and the exact solution in this video. And this is not going to be fluff. This is going to be exact things you need to implement, you can fix within the next day to get massive results. So the first thing we fixed was his offer. We no longer wanted to do one-off shoots, no cheap clients, no real estate media, because that leads to you trading time for money. Right? And when you're trading time for money, you're not really trading value for money. Time for money is a massive constraint, right? And the only way to become a lot richer in this game and a lot better at business is to become more valuable and trade value for money. And that is not the case for 99% of videographers, which if you're watching my stuff, you're probably different. You want to break out of that race of like, it's a downward spiral. You don't want to be there. And so these things have you overworked and underpaid. You're literally exhausted. You get done with the shoot, you're running around like a chicken with his head cut off. You come home, you finish an edit, or you manage an editor, yet you still have to like review their edits because no one does it as good as you, right? Like you are overworked and underpaid, and we need to solve that. And the only thing that's going to solve that is by you working with less clients, but better clients that pay you more money. But if you want to actually get better clients, you need to understand the only way to grow to the next level is to get your clients results, right? The only way to get clients to pay you more is to become more valuable. It's pretty clear, right? And we both know that content packages are a nice to have offer. And this is the problem most videographers face. They are very creative. They are very good at this game, but businesses don't value that creativity. They value results. And so you need to understand there's zero predictability with content packages. And we both know it's a good offer, but it's not great when you want to scale. It's a good entry-level offer. And if you're wondering why you keep hitting this brick wall in your business like Reyes was, our client, that I'm breaking down exactly how he did this, it's because you're doing the same thing over and over. You're taking the same action steps, and you think working harder is what's going to make you more money, when simply it's not that. You need less clients, better clients that pay you more money, and you need to get them results. So the first thing I had him change, like right off the bat, as soon as I onboarded him, within like 2 days, I had him change his offer. So first things first, we implemented the hybrid method. This is something I've had over 250 plus videographers implement. And so instead of just making high quality content, which we know you know how to do this. I know you understand how to make high quality content. Your clients understand that you make high quality content. There's no like doubt in my mind that like you're really skilled behind the camera. But the problem is we both know as soon as you post that content, it's unpredictable. It's crickets. You can't control it. You need to have control over your client's results if you're actually going to scale and charge more, right? It's terrifying when a client comes to you and they're like, hey, is this going to give me an ROI? And you kind of like freeze up. Or is this going to make me a return? Or is this going to make me any money? And you're like, I hope, right? The reason Reyes was able to scale from 5K a month to 75K a month super fast is because he had the confidence that he was actually going to get him results because he implemented a local ad system, which gets the client's results within a couple of days, right? And so this is very important. You need to scrap your original offer. And I have more videos on my YouTube breaking this down. And again, on my YouTube, I show like 10, 20% of what we actually do for our clients, because obviously the clients get literally all the one-on-one help and all the actual SOPs. But this is for you to like change those like limiting beliefs around what you're doing. Because most people think that, working harder is what's going to make you more money, right? And so now that we fixed the offer, right, we need local businesses to know about it, right? That is the next step. So as soon as we fixed his offer, I scripted him an ad, right? A local ad that's proven to bring in leads every single day. And so we don't do any cold DMs. We don't do cold calls. We don't do cold outreach at all. If you are listening to people that are telling you to do cold outreach or cold calls or cold LinkedIn Messenger or what, like there's programs out there, there's like mentors out there that literally will tell people just go do this times 100, like do this every day. That is the worst way to scale your business. One, it's a massive waste of time. And two, you lose all leverage when you have to reach out to the customer. Meaning, when I'm trying to propose something to them, they already look at it like it's down here because I kept bugging them about it. Versus if they come in from a local ad, they are so much more higher intent. It's a whole different story when they come to you. So we had to fix that problem right off the bat. And this is part of these 3 steps are exactly what we have every single videographer I work with do, right? We fix the offer right away. We implement our ad system, implement our sales process and all the automations and all that fun stuff to get you leads within days. Because you can literally solve that within days, right? And so, attention. He needed attention. And you know the funny thing is most videographers, they sell attention. You guys are selling content which then is supposed to get attention, but you've never realized how to actually get predictable local leads every single day in your city. So top of funnel ads are one step of the process, right? So top of funnel ads, like look at this for a second. 1 million views, 978,000 views. That means 2 million views from just 2 ads. This is nuts. That means the whole city saw him over and over and over and over again. And guess what? This made him hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, multiple ads. And now we're obviously scaling up ads because his goal now is 100 plus. And he's going to do it because he's an absolute savage. That's another thing I want to say. When I talk about client success stories like this, you have to be all in. You have to bet on yourself. You have to have like this like no going back mentality of like, dude, I need to figure this out. I need to become more valuable. And that's like the highest producing clients I ever met are always like this. Reyes is one of them. Absolute legend. And so he dialed in top of funnel ads. So I scripted these ads for him and he's getting all of this attention, all of these eyeballs coming in every single day. And then on top of that, we retarget them with client results. Retargeting ads are amazing. So basically what you could do is you could run an ad, and he has a bunch of different retargeting ads that you can't really see because they're not on his Instagram, but we launch him an ads manager and we have an SOP on exactly how to do this the right way. But essentially what happens is every time a lead comes in, we now pixel them in and we can retarget them over and over, meaning I can publish videos, our clients can publish videos that are client success stories like this, right? They got a client made $140,000 in like 2 months, I believe, using the local ad system. And then they got a video with it. And now they can get that video in front of every single lead in the city, which is crazy, which again leads to way more money. So that's process number 2 out of this 3-step process. Process number 3 is setting and selling process. We have a setting process and a selling process where you convert people from an intro phone call to a closing call to in-person PIFs, right? And so we break this down for the Inner Circle members, but there are 3 main components that led to him seeing massive results. And the crazy thing is, this is a machine. It's like literally a winning lottery machine. Every dollar he puts in, he gets $7 out, which is insane. He puts $1,000 in, $7,000 out. How many more times would you put more money in that machine? Every single day. Right? That's literally how he's getting client after client after client after client and becoming the #1 business in his town. No one's able to compete with him anymore because he fixed his offer and made it way more attractive. And not only that, he is getting in front of these people's faces 24/7. And so that is the second component, which is attention, which is ads, right? The third thing Reyes did to scale to $75,000 a month is he had leverage in systems, right? And so we helped him install all of our systems, all of our automations, everything he needed in order to plug and play this business in a box right away. So again, the goal is to have freedom. Like ask yourself, why are you even doing this? Why are you running a business, right? Why are you even running a business in the first place? The goal is to have freedom, but you kind of forget about it when you're like in the midst of all of this. You're working super hard. You're trying to figure out how to pay invoices, trying to figure out how to make money. Like you're just like, dude, this is exhausting. And so we forget that the goal is freedom. And that never happens when you build alone. But most people don't know who to hire, when to hire, how to do it, how to find someone, how to attract talent, how to train up talent, how to make SOPs, the process, everything needed. And so 99% of your time, look, if you're under 50 to 70 to 100K a month, 99% of your time needs to be spent on closing clients and not fulfilling. It needs to be on acquisition, right? Literally, your brain should wake up and be like, how do I make money today? That's it. Now, how do I create these massive systems? You can literally plug my systems in and they'll crush, right? Now, how do I build this whole thing? It's literally, how do I get that next client? How do I build a machine that brings me unlimited amount of clients? That's what's going to help you scale. So the first two hires we have our clients make are VA appointment setters and videographers, right? And we don't do this right off the bat because we want to see clients make some money right off the bat first. You learn the ad system, and then once you start making a whole lot more money, and a lot of clients scale to 20, 30K a month very fast. Like month 3, they're at 30K a month. Right? Obviously, everyone's different. I'm not going to guarantee results. I don't know you. I don't know if you're watching the screen and you're just like someone that gets motivated, implements something for a week, and then just like stops working because you're freaking lazy. No, I don't know. I don't know your freaking skill level, right? But a lot of you here watching are willing to commit to something, are willing to build a business and understand that building a business is a long-term thing, right? If you're in it for the next 6 months, you shouldn't be in this game. You should be working at a 9 to 5. But if you're in it to build something beautiful, build something massive, build something where it makes you money and on autopilot, it makes you money while you sleep so you can spend more time with your wife, spend more time with your family, spend more time with whatever. That's why you need to understand. You need to have leverage. And so the first two hires are VA appointment setters, which is someone that essentially took over his DMs. So now he wakes up to leads coming in every single day. And the second person we delegated to is a videographer. Once you start charging $6,000 to $10,000 upfront and a $2,500 monthly recurring retainer to clients, you start realizing like the videography is such a low leverage task. Like me running around town 24/7 is super low leverage. Like imagine this: clients make $10,000 off the offer. Someone pays them $10,000 to implement the system, and a videographer is willing to do all of the video fulfillment for $500. That means they keep $9,500. You think they're leaving the house? No. They're building this machine up. They're putting more money into ads and scaling this thing up and putting more money into savings and investments and just growing the business. Like the second thing you want to hire is a second person you want to hire is a videographer because you don't need to be doing everything. And so look, we have a proven process that works every single time. Clients like Reyes are rare, but they're not. They're really not. There's like, yes, he's an amazing guy. Yes, he's an absolute savage. But there's so many case studies, so many client success stories I have on my YouTube, on my Instagram story highlights. There's hundreds of these people that are implementing it. And what you need is a proven path. And I like to tell my clients like this story. Like it's like I went through this jungle, right? There's a jungle in front of me. And I went through this jungle with a rusted machete. And I went and I carved this path. I forged this path. I kept slinging at these freaking vines for months and years, right? I got bit by snakes. I got beat up by a gorilla. I already went through so much pain to create this path for my clients in my business to scale my marketing company to over 7 figures, and now my consulting company where we help videographers to multiple 7 figures a year. And I did this. I carved this path. I went and I just spent all this time figuring it out, and then I just hand my clients the exact blueprint. So they don't have to go through any of that jungle the painful way. They just take this path and go straight to the beach. Like that is what you want. That is what you need, right? And so we install this proven system where we optimize everything. We help our clients implement this offer. They close deals. We scale up ad spend. We track our ROAS. You become a real business owner when you know these numbers. And these are some of the additional systems you need in order to scale that we literally help you implement, like a VA setting, like hiring SOPs, a VA hiring process, the leadership process, the CSM leadership SOPs, how to book and calls, all the automations you need in order for people to show up, CRM automations, sales call review automations. We review all of our client sales calls. We teach them how to close more deals, objection handling SOPs, 100 plus more. Literally, we give them it all to our clients. I have clients come in, implement this system, and see results like that, and scale their business to 3-4 times what they were doing within a month because they fixed their offer, they made it more valuable, they now have attention to that offer, and they have the systems to plug in. Right? Look, I've helped over 250 videographers just like you scale to record months. Over 250. We already have the proven system, right? If you're actually serious about growing, then book in a call down below. This is Reyes over here, absolute legend. This is, and just to show you people, right? Like, look, Seb, we helped him make 10K within his first like 3 days, I think. And he made 30K within 10 days. Ryan scaled to record months. Luke over here, you guys might have seen Luke in some of our ads, right? I helped Luke go from 5K a month to $84,000 a month in just 6 months. Lowe's cracked $75,000 a month. Tyler cracked 30K a month. Derek cracked 30K a month. This is nothing new. Proximity is everything. When you're around a group of people that are winning, you tend to win, right? And so, if you are serious about growing, yes, this requires some kind of investment from you. We do have payment plans that start at $0 down. There's like Affirm, Klarna, all these cool things we can walk you through. So if you're serious about growing, book in a call. If you're not, just keep watching my YouTube videos. I give you guys so much free game. So I hope this video helped, and I'll see you on the next one.